You check your bank account, and for a split second, your stomach drops. Not because you spent something crazy, not because you made a huge mistake, but because after everything, it's still basically the same number. Maybe a little higher, maybe a little lower, but nowhere near where you thought you'd be by now. And that's the moment most people quietly accept something dangerous. This is just how life is. But it's not, because somewhere right now, someone making the same money as you, living in the same world, is moving forward, and you're not. So what's actually going on? Here's the uncomfortable truth. You're not stuck because of your income. You're stuck because of a loop you don't even realize you're in. You get paid, you feel relief, and then life starts happening. Bills, food, small purchases, random things you didn't plan. And by the end of the month, you're back at zero, again and again and again. And the craziest part, it feels normal. Like you're doing everything right, but you're not building anything. You're maintaining, barely. Let me show you why. Your brain is wired to work against you. Not because you're broken, but because your brain was never designed to build wealth. It was designed to survive. Thousands of years ago, if you had resources, you used them immediately, because tomorrow wasn't guaranteed. So your brain evolved to prioritize now over later, which means today, every time you try to save money, you're fighting your own instincts. That's why spending feels easy and saving feels uncomfortable. Quick question. Would you rather have $50 today or $100 in a year? Most people choose today, not because it's logical, but because it feels better. And that feeling is exactly what keeps you stuck. Now here's where things start getting interesting, because it's not just about big expenses, it's about patterns. You treat money differently depending on where it comes from. Your salary feels serious, but extra money, bonus, gift, refund, that feels like free money. So you spend it faster, and you don't even notice. But money doesn't care where it came from. Every dollar has the same value, and when you treat some of it like it doesn't matter, that's where progress disappears. Small spending. This doesn't matter. It's just a little. It's not a big deal. But your life is not shaped by big decisions. It's shaped by small ones repeated daily. $10 here, $20 there, $50 on something you didn't even think about. And suddenly, it's hundreds per month, thousands per year. Gone. Not invested, not saved, just gone. You save what's left, which sounds responsible, until you realize there's almost never anything left. Because your lifestyle expands with your income. You earn more, you spend more. Better food, better things, better everything. But your savings, still the same, or worse. So you're working harder, but not getting ahead. That's the trap. And once you see it, and you can't unsee it. Now here's the shift, the one that changes everything. Instead of asking, how much can I save this month? You ask, what happens to my money first? Because if saving is the last step, it will never happen consistently. So you flip it. You pay yourself first. The moment money hits your account, a portion of it is gone. Automatically. No decision, no emotion, no, I'll do it later. Because later never comes. If your system depends on discipline, it will fail. If it depends on structure, it has a chance. Now let's talk about something most people avoid. Pressure. Everyone wants results, but nobody wants discomfort. Here's reality. Saving 5% won't change your life. It just makes you feel like you're trying. But real progress starts when it feels uncomfortable. 20%, 25%, even 30%. Yes, it's aggressive. But average effort leads to average results, and average results are exactly what keep people stuck for years. Let me ask you something. If nothing changes in your life, where will you be in 5 years? Same habits, same patterns, same results. That should scare you more than saving aggressively. Now let's talk about where your money sits, because this is where most people lose without realizing it. If your money is just sitting in your bank account, it's not safe. It's slowly losing value. Every year, quietly, without you noticing. So even if the number doesn't change, your buying power is going down, which means you're moving backwards without realizing it. At some point, your money needs to do something. It needs to work. Not just sit there, not in something risky or complicated, just something consistent, something that grows over time. Because once your money starts working, everything changes. At first, it's slow, almost invisible. You check your balance, and nothing feels different. But then one day, you see growth you didn't create directly, and that's when it hits you. This is working. That's the moment your mindset shifts. Saving stops feeling like losing and starts feeling like winning. You stop asking, what can I buy? And start asking, what can I build? And this is where most people fall behind, because they quit before this moment happens. They give up while it still feels slow, while it still feels pointless, not realizing they're right before the turning point. Because once it clicks, everything accelerates. You start saving more, thinking differently, making better decisions. Not because someone told you to, but because you see results. And when you see results, you want more of them. That's how momentum starts. And momentum is everything. Because once you have it, you don't rely on motivation anymore. You rely on progress. And progress is addictive. Now let's zoom out for a second. Money isn't just about buying things. That's what most people think. But it's not true. Money is about options. When you have nothing saved, you have no choices. You take what you can get. You stay where you are. You tolerate things you don't like. But when you start building something, even slowly, you gain space, flexibility, control. And that changes how you live, not just how you spend. So here's the recap. You're not stuck because you don't earn enough. You're stuck because of patterns, spending before saving, ignoring small decisions, letting lifestyle grow with income, keeping money where it doesn't grow. Fix those. And everything starts to shift, slowly, then faster, then almost automatically. And the real question is simple. Are you willing to change how you play the game? Or are you going to keep playing the same way and expect a different result? Because nothing changes until you do. If this made you think differently about money, subscribe and go check the channel, because this is just the beginning. And tell me this, what's one thing you spend money on right now that you know is holding you back?